You're so much welcome, our dear viewers, to the Hagne space. And yes, we are so happy to have you back, to have ourselves back, to bring you conversations that build. And you're with me, we're Agnes, at the Hagne space, encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to share, but also give us your comments so that together we can walk a journey of becoming better versions of ourselves. As you all know, we are here to have conversations with you, to build you in the 5 key pillars of the Hagne space, which include spiritual, emotional, social, financial, and physical wellness. Hey, I'm here working on myself so that I can be physically okay. And then I'll bring you people that will help you to become physically strong. In today's conversation, I'm so happy to welcome back my esteemed friend and sister, the lady in colors. You're welcome back, Felicite.
Thank you, Agnes.
Yes.
I'm happy and honored to be here.
Yes. Yeah.
At Hagne Space. It's always a pleasure. I greet all the viewers, wherever you are. It's an honor to be with you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, the potentialist. And I want to speak a bit more about who the potentialist is, and you will hear this message more and more and more and more for as long as I'm on this space with Felicite. Be ready to listen in to the potentialist, who is also a mindset and wellness coach. She helps she helps people to awaken their potential and inspires them to create a life they desire and empowers them to realize their aspirations. Are you not excited? Of course you are. She's a co-founder of Beleza Limited, a wellness company that aims to helping people to live a holistic and fulfilled life.
Yes.
Tell us more about Beleza.
Holistic life.
I really want our viewers to listen in and hear more about what Beleza
has. We have a lot for you, and I'm excited to talk about Beleza. Beleza, it's a wellness company. We are into production, distribution, and education. Production of self-care products.
Okay.
Starting from hair care products, skin care products. We really want people to look beautiful. And our motto is beauty radiating from within.
Yeah.
We want to bring the best out of everyone and also give them natural products which can help them to look beautiful, to bring their radiance out. So we also provide food supplements and also educate people on how they can take care of themselves, self-care. Physical care, mental care, spiritual care, and emotional care. So into holistic wellness and helping people to live a fulfilled life.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And you know what? Let me tell you a secret. When I knew that today we are having a conversation, I remembered that I have my stock of Beleza hair
care products.
Yes. So I made sure I put in a lot of, so that...
And tell me, you have a testimony. How do you feel after applying the hair care product?
I'm one of those people who care less about the hair, but now because I love the aroma in the Beleza hair care.
Aroma of hair food.
So I really love it, and when I put it, I feel so nice. I feel refreshed. I feel relaxed.
Talk about that.
So I put in the Beleza cream and massaged my hair, and I felt like, I felt a new person.
Oh, I love to hear the testimony.
Thank
you for sharing that.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming back to the Hagne space. I am very much happy every day, every time you commit to come and share with our viewers, especially. Thank you. Especially in this period where we've been mainly focusing on emotional and mental wellness. Please be expectant. We have another conversation, especially regarding parental mental wellness, and we will be bringing you the conversation at a later stage this month or early February. Yes. But today we want to pick it up from where we paused in our previous conversation about wellness. We spoke about wellness for mothers and generally for children, but of course, whatever a mother is going through, a father is also going through. And in today's conversation, we want to talk more about what are the possible effects of emotional brokenness to people's wellness holistically. And I want to use the scripture in Proverbs that I read this morning, and I want to share with you what it looks like if you do not take care of your emotions, or if you don't take care of what is within you. It is in Proverbs 14 verse 30, and it tells us that a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. I want us to pause a bit and ask ourselves, a heart that is at peace,
it gives life,
brings life.
Yeah.
But a heart that is filled with envy, it rots the bones. So I'm thinking deeply about rotting. Kinyarwanda kubora cyangwa kumungwa kw'amagufwa.
This can literally be translated into diseases.
Yeah.
Normal diseases, literally, this is. So when you are not at ease inside, then your body will be at high risk of developing those diseases.
Yeah.
So that's we start with a good message from the Bible. I love to hear that.
You know, when I read it, I got a bit scared, and I'm like, you know, that situation where you now want to examine yourself to be sure that whatever is in your inside is okay before you have your bones rotting, right?
Yes, we have to examine ourselves on a daily basis, actually.
Yeah.
I've developed a tool called Success Planner.
Okay.
And on the daily journal, you start with your day assessing your emotions. So I give opportunity to people to assess their emotions. Start your day asking yourself, how do I feel? Every morning, am I at ease with myself? Am I happy? Am I annoyed? Am I scared? As I shared the other time, I used to wake up in the morning and I feel I'm scared. I'm scared at life itself.
Yeah.
And when you're assessing your emotions on a daily basis, in the morning before as you wake up, and in the evening as you go to bed, assess your emotions. How do you feel? How was the experience during the day? That time you have to choose if you're going to bed angry or you're going to bed with a clear heart. Knowing that with love within yourself, it gives life. And knowing that when your heart is full of envy, negative emotions, fear, worries, it results into diseases.
Oh my God. And I need to bring my planner because I got one, and I think I'm one of. I'll come back to give you testimony on how this is helping me, and I'm really excited. Thank you for the gift. I will post it so you can all see, and maybe you can, place your orders. Now, going back to today's topic, we are looking at the effects of failure to take care of your emotions. If you don't have that planner, or you're not even willing to have the planner, or you have never heard about having the planner and what it means, what are some of the effects? And I know there's a story you have about a wise man that wrote about, there's so many diseases that can attack you because of negative emotions. And I think other people also call it negative energy.
Yes, negative energy. Actually, we are human beings, we're energy. We exchange energy. Our thoughts are energy, our emotions are energy. And as you talked about the wise man, I came across a statement from a wise man who said that it's not your back which is paining, it is the burden you're carrying.
Okay.
When I came across that statement, it took me back to the book I talked about the other time of Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Body, where she mentioned that your back pain is a sign of lack of support. You feel that you're not supported.
Oh yes.
That's one aspect. Then he said, it's not your throat which is paining, it's what you don't dare to talk about. When I also, I was reading that, I had to reflect. Growing up also, I had issues with allergies and throat pain. Every day when I'm drinking cold things, I throat pain. So analyzing it back, I came to realize that it is the things I didn't want to talk about.
Oh my God,
and
they keep squeezing.
Of course. We are not communicating properly. Maybe you're annoyed at someone. Maybe there are things you feel they're irritating you, but you don't openly talk about it. And whenever I'm having the same issue, actually, I go back to the drawing board. I said, okay, what is irritating me? What is it that I don't want to talk about? And always find it. It's already there. When my throat is paining, I have to ask myself, what is it that you don't want to talk about? If it is a person I'm supposed to be confronting, sharing that or talking about that issue, I better write a letter to that person, but I don't give it out. I release those emotions. I release those thoughts which are hurting me on paper. I write it and I burn it.
But then the throat is going to continue hurting.
No, it clears.
Because
really? Yes, I release the emotions, I release the anger, I have to let go of the things which is irritating me.
Oh my
so
God.
That's personal experience. So also, a friend of mine, the mother was sick. She had diabetes. So as I was chatting with the old lady, she shared, I was asking her, but how was your childhood? She shared how the father abandoned her, how she struggled in life, and she felt life was not worth living. She didn't find anything good about life. Yeah. Everything was bitter. So that process of feeling life is bitter, you lose a sense of happiness. When you lose a sense of happiness,
oh my God,
then the sweetness of life, it is exhausted. Now it is translating to the diabetes.
Okay.
So when I was sharing with her, of course I was referring to the book of Raise Hay, where she said that diabetes is a sign of lack of, you have lost hope in life. Yeah. The sweetness of life is no more there. You feel like there's nothing good about life.
So the body just chooses to release something.
Yeah. So that's how deep the emotions can affect our lives. Every part of everything happening in our lives, everything have manifested in our body. It's a reflection of the emotions we're having. We don't want to talk about.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. And you also spoke about the liver and the eyes, and
talk about the eyes. Like as we are putting on glasses, they say that is a reality we don't want to see. So the things, yes, we are putting on glasses because these are realities we don't want to see. Of course, it translates, you don't want to see things, and of course your eyesight is affected.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think, but we also need to tell our viewers that this is not to say that you should not go to see the doctor. However, there's one doctor that at some point I went to visit for my ulcers. I had ulcers and I was told that I have a big wound in my stomach. So I visited, and in our conversation, he was more of a counselor than just prescribing.
Yes.
Then he told me, I was still young, and he told me, young lady, it looks like there are so many things you're thinking about. And I said, yes. And he asked me a question, which I'll never forget. I wish I could have his contacts, but unfortunately I don't. He asked me, so young lady, do you have solutions to all your problems, to the things that you're struggling with? And I said, doctor, no. So why are you worried? And I said, well, you see, I have to fix this and the other. And then he told me, are you a Christian? It was so funny. We are having a conversation, and I said, yes, doctor. So you believe in God? I said, yes.
Okay.
Go and pray to God to help you not to think so much about your problems. Otherwise, I prescribe for you this medicine to help you, but it's not going to heal you if you continue in the same
journey. Okay.
So that to me brings me back to now the conversation we were having. It means that some of the diseases, yes, they can happen, or they will be here with us, but we need to help ourselves to be emotionally well so that these diseases are not aggravated. Because to be honest with you, from that conversation, I took a journey, a very intentional journey of working on myself, and I don't know where the ulcers went. Don't ask me where the ulcers went. I keep checking.
And what was the magic?
The magic was my emotions.
Thank you.
My emotions had problems.
We
so I had to
everyone to go to see a medical practitioner so that the medication they give you, it goes with working on yourself.
Yeah.
Regardless to say that even if you take the medicine, if you don't work on what is eating you up, it will never go.
Yeah.
That's most of the time you see people have been on medication for a while. If they don't work on that part of releasing what has been eating them up, it becomes difficult for them to heal.
Yeah.
So it's a journey where you combine the medication and also working on emotions. They go together.
Yeah. Wow. It's such a challenging, it's a challenging journey, but I really believe it is possible. If it was possible for me, then I know it can be possible for everyone else. But also there are things in life that you can choose to avoid. For example, you spoke about the fact that Beleza also deals with nutrition. What is it that you put in your body? Because that you put in your body can also be another stressor to your body, and it brings you more diseases. Maybe you want to talk more about that also,
the nutrition,
especially because we are talking about holistic wellness here. What is it that we should know when it comes to nutrition as human beings?
Thank you for that question. Now, about the nutrition, normally everything is holy. All the food is very perfect. But when you're consuming it, the mind you're having, the thought you're having while consuming that thought is toxic. Yeah, because the food itself, does it have any negative energy? No.
I'm just taking in food.
Yes, you're taking food, but if you're taking the food, I say, but this is harmful, what do you expect? You're consuming that harmfulness you're talking about. You are declaring it by yourself. But it is regarded to say that it is very important that we be selective on the food we eat.
Yeah.
If you know your body is allergic to gluten, then don't take it. If you're allergic to sugar or your body responds negatively to sugar, then you have to avoid it. So it goes back to knowing yourself. What is good for you. What is it that you're supposed to be taking and not taking? So an example of ulcers. If you're having ulcers, then you're not supposed to be taking pineapple. It is acidic.
Actually, interestingly, and this is why our viewers need to go to visit doctors for proper prescription. As you walk a journey, for example, I don't take passion fruit. And I don't take Gros Michel. You see these big
When
bananas.
did you come to know that you're not supposed to be taking it?
That very doctor told me, Agnes, the other thing that I give you is, if you're eating fruits, don't eat Macedon. Like mix everything.
Fruits,
The advice was, if it's a banana, take a banana, and no, in the morning I took a banana, and this is how my body reacted. Tomorrow you take pineapple alone, and check how is your body reacting, and passion fruit, and like that. So at the end of the entire, I call it a project, because I was doing like a project on my body, I noticed that I needed to exclude pineapple, passion fruit, and I needed to exclude Gros Michel. All the other fruits I eat, but those two don't work with me.
It's a matter of understanding, self-awareness.
So you need to check your body. You need to visit the doctor for advice. We also have nutritionists, so that whatever you're feeding, whatever you're putting in your body.
I also have a friend who once told me that he can never eat mango after taking tea.
You see.
Actually told me it is very dangerous. Suicide. It's like committing suicide. Never try it. So whenever I tried it, I could feel bad.
Probably because your friend had
informed me that this is suicidal. But later on, I came over it. Then I said, okay, I think it is okay to take it. Once in a while, take tea, and afterwards I take a mango, and I feel okay. So self-awareness is very important. Getting to know what works for you, and also timing of eating. So
That one.
There is a time of eating. Our body is structured in a way, it's supposed to be having time to eat, time to digest, and time for elimination. But we find the time of elimination, that's the time we are packing more food.
You're eating.
You are eating. So I've come to, I learned that the time of eating, it's normally between 12 to 8 p.m. That's the best time to eat. 12 p.m.
Noon?
12 noon up to 8 p.m. As you're going to sleep, that's the time your body is going to use the energy to digest the food.
But now some of us get home late. Should we stop eating?
I don't know what works for you. It's also matter of awareness. That's how the system, the digestive system is structured.
Yeah.
Because when you eat, the energy of the body, it goes to focus on certain things, digestion. So imagine if you wake up in the morning, 6 in the morning, you eat that food.
That's the time when you're supposed to be
eliminating.
eliminating.
Elimination happens between 4 a.m. and 12 p.m. 12 noon. And you wake up in the morning, you pack more food, you eat. After eating the food, that's when at 9 in the morning you're dozing. You can't focus. Because your body has been given a priority task to digest the food.
Yeah.
You're productive, you're correct?
Yes.
And you're not productive in that morning hours because you're busy processing the food. So normally, time to eat, advisable from 12 to 8 p.m. From 8 p.m. to 4 in the morning, you're digesting. As you're relaxed, your body is doing nothing else. You're not thinking, you're not focused, you're just relaxed. Your body is relaxed. It's time for digestion and elimination in the morning, morning hours.
Wow.
So that time of elimination, I was supposed to be taking something light.
Yeah.
Tea, fruits, something to help you to digest and eliminate properly.
Wow. You've reminded me, and I've mentioned this on the space in another conversation that we had, especially about decision making. And at some point I was 92 kgs.
Okay.
And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to change what I've been doing in terms of, nutrition, wellness. And the journey started by me visiting a nutritionist. So she advised, and I really thank her so much. She advised what I should take, what I should not, based on my age and my
body
blood
structure
and blood group. So I started that journey, and of course I added a bit of exercise. And I think for this day you asked me how that happened. I moved from 92 to 67.
Oh, yes.
And everybody was like, are you okay? Are you sick?
What happened to you?
But I had a perfect time for waking up, feeding, and then digesting, and then the elimination. There was that consistency. And maybe I encourage my followers, especially on the Hagne, to also follow the Hagne blogs. There's an article that I put which is about consistency. Consistency actually matters.
It matters a lot.
In this journey of wellness, consistency matters. If you're not consistent with those three, when you take in, when you digest, and when you eliminate, there's an issue. And I wasn't feeling any bad. I felt so normal. I felt so energetic. Like everything around me, around in me and with me, everything was fine. Now coming back to our conversation, especially speaking about the effects of failing to manage our emotions, I would like us to connect it to the nutrition. If I don't manage my nutrition from an emotional perspective, what are some of the possible effects?
So before I talk about the effects of emotions on the body, of course, it's about also the choosing what to eat. What makes you choose what you're eating? Personally, when I'm stressed, I eat junk. So that stress, it is pushing me to just feed the body, feed the stomach. I am not interested in anything. I just eat when I'm very hungry. I only eat the food which is available, which can also feel appetizing. But when I'm not stressed and in my normal self, I'm selective. I eat the food which I feel that is going to build my body. fruits, vegetables. I'm very conscious of the things I eat.
You reminded me of control, select all.
So when how the one way of controlling your emotions is to really understand, okay, I'm eating this food. Am I addicted? What is the problem do I really have? When I'm normal, can I eat this food?
What is causing me to desire so much to eat sweet things,
Yeah.
cakes, bread?
This is not my normal self. What is happening with me? Sometimes we're not mindful to realize that, okay, I have changed my eating patterns.
Yeah.
I have changed my eating habits. Running 6 months, 1 year changing the eating habits, it is going to affect you directly.
Yeah.
You will see the results.
Yeah.
Either you're putting on weight,
Yeah.
either you cannot move, your energy levels are low, either you are at work, you are feeling irritated. Everyone is irritating you. They say something, even or someone is joking, and you feel like, what is he talking about? You're irritated. So failing to control your emotions or to observe your emotions, it will definitely lead to something.
Yeah.
Positive emotions leads to good health, as the Bible says. Negative emotions leads to the diseases we're talking about. And what you have to know, all the emotions, of course, you might be experiencing the same emotions, deception probably, or anger. It might affect your liver, it might affect my back.
Yeah.
So it's not a must that is supposed to be reflecting in this way or the other.
It's not
a standard.
Doesn't apply to
it. Doesn't apply.
Yeah.
It depends on the individuals. So after having that conversation, that assessment with yourself, also observe how has it affected me, these emotions. It goes back to being mindful, conscious. Be conscious of the things, the period you're into. And maybe, because life is about ups and downs.
Yeah.
You cannot say that I'm ever positive.
I'm always going to be happy.
It cannot happen. Human beings, negative and positive, they go together.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just the other side of the hand.
That's why we continuously have to work on ourselves. Yeah.
Be mindful. Whatever, if a person irritates you, how does it affect you? You don't get to sleep. When you don't get to sleep, maybe you're having high blood pressure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. And I've noticed that, especially when you go to bed with a bitter mind, or something is not settled, for some reason the heart starts boom, 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 pumping like somebody's in your inner trying to pump. Like it's like a water pump where somebody has really connected it so well. So you don't get to sleep. Yes. And now failure to sleep is another problem.
It's another problem. It has happened to me last year when I lost my sister, my younger sister. I spent months without sleeping. Yeah. And it was turning into, the heart was really, I could feel it.
I'm sorry.
Bumping fast. Then I had to sit down and say, but okay, this has happened. Have I contributed to it? There's no, maybe I could have done something. But now it's no more. What do? I have to live. So that moment of observing yourself, this is not right, this is happening to me, how can I let it go? Let me make peace with the situation.
And make peace with yourself. Because otherwise it looks like you're condemning yourself all the time, and yet it's not you. It is a circumstance, it's a situation that has happened.
And accept it, and also get to live. If I didn't control those emotions, where would I be? Maybe I would have also been a gone case, because I was feeling it happening. I was really feeling that my heart is not right. It is not really, I'm not myself. I had to pause and really work on that.
That's true. Wow. We are still speaking about holistic wellness. And in today's conversation, we're just sharing with you tips and bits of each one of the things that we are so passionate about. And I would like us to talk a bit more into the issues of, say, financial wellness. If you're emotionally not well, how can that contribute to your financial progress?
From experience, I have had clients who came to coaching sessions. And they could say, okay, I'm not financially well. My business is not doing well. And my first question is, how is your relationship? with your
the
partner,
money or with the business?
with the partner,
With the business partner,
or emotional partner, your love partner.
Okay.
So immediately I could say there's something wrong. If you're not emotionally right, you cannot succeed in life. You are mentally disturbed, you're emotionally disturbed, and if you are not happy, where do you get the motivation to work? Where do you get the motivation to focus?
I think even when you're working, your mind is busy working on something.
Something else. Where is the priority? If you're not happy within, where do you get the motivation to work hard?
That's right.
Yes. So when we start from there, asking how is your relationship with your partner and relationship with yourself?
Yeah.
Actually, relationship with self, it is a password.
I believe so.
It is a password because we don't like ourselves. You're putting on weight. I don't like this bed. I don't like ABC. I don't like. If you don't like what you have, I keep telling people, if you don't like what you have, who is going to like that?
And yet even the Bible tells us that love your neighbor as you love
yourself.
Yes.
So if you are not loving this
neighbor,
this neighbor, if you don't love this neighbor you are living with every day, who is going to love it? So it goes to lack of confidence.
Yeah.
If you don't love what you are seeing, the body, even if you put on weight, it is still your weight, it is still your body. Love it the way it is.
To the extent you will go to do a presentation or a pitch, but your mind is settled on, say, your body than the pitch.
How are they seeing me?
I'm presenting maybe a very good business proposal, but your mind is lingering into, am I dressed the right way? Are they appreciating my body size? Like, and it happens in the subconscious mind.
Judging yourself and thinking that everyone is looking at you.
And at the end of the day, you can't present your project.
You can't. Then how do you become successful? If you're ever judging yourself and thinking that everyone is judging you, thinking that people do not love you, but even you don't love what you see. You don't love yourself. It starts with you. Do you really love yourself? Self-love is very important. Love your body, love your skin, love your hair, love every part of you.
Appreciate yourself.
Appreciate yourself. That's what Louise used to say, that look at the mirror and appreciate what you have. She used to have a therapy helping people using a mirror. And she used to say that there were clients who could come and say, she could give them a mirror and they could say that, I cannot look at that mirror. There are people who don't look at themselves. Who can't look in the mirror and say, oh, this is you, this is me.
You have reminded me of a conversation that our followers will benefit from. You know, something to do with the objective. What is the objective? Every time, including if you don't want to look at yourself, what's the objective? You know?
You are fearing what is
it? Yeah, so we will bring you a conversation. But otherwise, I really like this conversation and Felicity. Going back again, thinking about the effects. We spoke about the effects for children. We spoke about the effects of parents, mothers, and generally. And now I'm deeply looking at the economic aspect of it. And I'm really asking our followers to start walking a journey. If you don't have a coach already or somebody to mentor you, please reach out to Felicity. You can call the number in our description, and then we will walk a journey with you. Because what we want is people that are emotionally well, so that when you go to present your project, you're not going to be thinking about the dress code, the shoe, the height, the color of your hair,
be confident.
Be confident of yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to thrive in business. Now, can we wind up this conversation with a message to our viewers from the expert?
Thank you. Our viewers, take care of yourselves. Love what you see. Your emotions determines your destiny. You are what you feel. We are emotional beings, and whatever you feel, it is real. You end up attracting. You end up manifesting. So if you feel you are not worth it, everyone will see that. if you feel you're worth it, everyone will feel it. Have the confidence, love yourself, have a routine for yourself, set goals, be mindful, be conscious of the things you think about, how you feel, and also have a plan to achieve your success. The emotions can trigger diseases or can trigger good health. So it's up to everyone to really choose what they want to become. Do you want to become healthy? Focus on health, emotions. If you want to be, no one wishes to be it anyway. We are only raising awareness that those emotions you are harboring are affecting you one way or the other. Check your medical doctors. As you're working on that part of medication, also seek support and make emotional support. It can be family members. It can be a group of friends who can come together to support each other. But whatever it means, release those negative emotions. You have the power to become who you want to become. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, and you have reminded me of one of the therapists that I visited, and she used to say, breathe in, breathe out.
Breathe out, release the tension.
Release the negative energy, release. And the physicists out here might strangle me, but this is what I want to say. I don't know if you remember the forces of attraction. And there's something that they used to demonstrate, that if, for example, you're facing the other side, but my eyes are fixated on you, like I want you to either turn and look at me because, you know, maybe I know you somewhere, or there's something that I want to communicate. For some reason, if I keep my eyes fixated on you, you will turn. And you will
definitely,
you know. So I'm connecting this to the emotions. How you feel inside will definitely attract you to do what you feel from the inside. If it's negative energy, it will attract you. If you wake up and you're so bitter, you want to beat up your child, you will definitely, basically by the, like, you will only relax, you will only feel happy after you have beaten your child.
You release the tension.
If you wake up and all you want is to sit somewhere at a restaurant that you have so desired to sit at for a cup of coffee, you will only feel fulfilled when you have sipped on that cup of coffee somewhere. So our viewers, we encourage you to, whatever it takes, and as we mentioned, there's no one size fits all, but whatever it takes to make you happy, to have your emotions, your inner person. And remember, we will also talk about the house of God, this house, and how it holds the Holy Spirit, and how we should maintain it pure and clean. But we can only do that if our emotions are at peace. Thank you so much for viewing us today. We encourage you to watch, to subscribe, to share, and give us your comments for more content. See you soon. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you.
Yes.